Hi mga readers and listeners sa Yusinian Freedom Board. Another video confessions na sad, syempre kauban si Bay Gamay. Ug ang title sa atong confession nga basahon karon, My Sugar Daddy. Hello ninyong tanan, tawga lang ko Grace. Silent reader ko ani nga page. After reading so many inspirational stories, naka-decide ko to share mine. I hope naamoy makatunan sa kuang mga kaagi. Taga Leyte akong pamilya originally, pero namalhin mi sa Cebu pag high school nako. Sa UC ko ni eskwela, ug pag college mi transfer ko sa laing university. Bisan tod og pobre rami, kugihan kaayo ako ang parents mo work para makapahuman mi og eskwela. Graduating nako sa dihang na disgrasya akong papa sa trabahoan. Dugay siya sa ospital kay nabali iyahang mga kabukugan kay nahagbong siya og 2 stories. Swerte na gani kay ko kay nabuhi pa akong papa. Bisan ang kumpanya ni tabang og bayad sa hospital bills. Naglisod gihapon mi kay akong mama na lang ang nagtrabaho. Niahago kay siya kay gikan trabaho, mobantay pa ni papa sa ospital. Naka-decide ko nga mag-part-time sa usa ka coffee shop while I finish my last semester. Perting kapuya jud tinuod sa mag-eskwela og full-time ug mag-work at the same time. Samot pa jud kay graduating na. Halos 4 hours a day ra akong tulog in between classes and work. Nakagawas ra akong papa after 4 months stay sa ospital. Right about the same time nga discharge siya sa ospital, nakagraduate na pud ko sa akong kurso. Nangita na dayon ko og trabaho. Kaysa tinud-anay, nagliso jud mi sa amo kay akong papa dugay pa makabalik og trabaho. Halos isang kahig isang tuka naman lang gani mi katong sila pang duha ga work sa akong mama. Samot na karon nga ako na lang mama og akong part-time work ang among gisaligan. Miingon ko sa akong papa nga pa, don't worry. Karon nga nakagraduate nako, makatabang nako sa gastuhanan diri sa balay. Mitubag akong papa, nga pangga, salamat kayo kay responsable kayo kang anak. Ayaw ka balaka, once maayo nako, mubalik nako og work para makaluag-luag ta sa ato. Da, si papa ayaw sa pagunahunaan ang trabaho pa. Mao na akong tubag sa akong papa. 3 months gikan sa akong pag-graduate, nakatrabaho ko og small construction firm. Igo-igo ra jud ang sweldo kay di man dako nga kumpanya. Pero nahapi ra gihapon ko kay naa na ko'y ambag sa amo. Mga 1 year nako sa kumpanya, nakaila nako si Lisa. Usual customer ni siya namo og nagkasuod na pud mi. Mingon si Lisa nako nga, Grace, wala kay plano mo balhin og laing work? Mitubag ko nga, ngano day Ma'am Lisa? Nalipay raman ko sa akong work diri. Miingon si Ma'am Lisa nga sayang imong utok og kagwapa day kung diri ra ka. So ay og apply sa kanang mga dagko nga firm og para mas dako ka og sweldo. Sure ko nga madawat jud ka. Kung ganahan gani ka, himuan pati ka og letter of recommendation. Nisuway ko og apply pero wala ko madawat kay kasagaran executive position ang gipangita. Nag-goal ko gamay pero wala jud ko nagpadala. Kayod gihapon ko sa work. Pero bisan unsaon di ay og pagpaninguha sa tao kung ang kapalaran na gani magduwa, wala jud kay daganan. Akong papa na diagnosed og stage 1 lung cancer. Halos mahagba ako ang tibok kalibutan pagkabalo nako. Perte na akong hilak. Wa ako nagpakita sa akong parents sa akong gagol. Pero naka-decide ko nga mangita jud ko og laing work kay di kaigo akong current nga sweldo sa tambal unya sa akong papa. May gani, nakit-an accidentally sa doktor ang cancer nga lain man unta to nga test ang giadto sa akong papa. Nami silingan nga niingon nako nga na daw sa Singapore ang anak ka trabaho. Dako daw og sweldo. Pag-ask nako niya unsa na work siyang anak sa Singapore, gadwa-duha siya og tubag. Pero sa duro na kong pamugos, nitug-an siya nga escort daw. Not in my wildest dreams nga magtuo ko nga mosulod ko ani nga line of work. But tungod nga desperado ko, wala na ko namili. Nilarga ko Singapore posing as a tourist kay mao man daw ni ang pamaagi sa mga Pinay para maka-work dito. Perte jud na akong kulbaa paglinya nako sa immigration kay basin masayop ko og tubag ug di ko pasudlon sa country unya mauli ko. Sayang ang kwarta nga gigasto pamiliti nga daginuton kayo. Ug tuod nakasulod ra ko sa Singapore. Naay nisugat na ako sa airport nga Pinay rapod. Tawagon nato siya og Pamela. Siya ang murag coordinator or mama-san nako para sa ko ang mga bookings. Mingon si Pamela, nga Grace, dili ni sayon nga trabaho ang imong sudlon, okay? I know nakahuman ka og eskwela sa ato og kaning trabaho last resort rin nimo. Usara jud ang akong isulti nimo. Ikaw ang mag-control kung unsa ra ang imong gustong buhaton nga serbisyo per booking. Kung ganahan lang baron ka nga igo ra jud mag-escort or full service imong ihatag. Mas dako og bayad if you go all the way. Pero di ka namo pugson. Ang amo lang is magtarong ka sa imong mga bookings ug imong tumanon ang rules nato. Okay? Mitubag ko nga, walay problema ma'am. Andam ko mo take as many bookings pero dili pa ko comfortable mohatag sa full service. Moingon ra ko nimo ma'am if anything changes. Nagsugod ko og trabaho dayon the next day. Kay kinahanglan nako magsugod og tigom para tambal sa akong papa. Ug tuod, ako ang mga bookings say kana lang igo ra ko mokuyo og dates sa ako ang mga customer. Most of them are just lonely old men nga ganahan lang og company. Naa nami understanding daan nga wala jud labot ang sex sa akong service. I had some weird booking pod nga ikuyog ko og hotel. An pasulubon ko nila og mga sexy lingerie pero dira rataman. Ganahan lang sila makita og babae nga nag-lingerie. Dito na ko na-realize nga kaning mga mukuha og services nga mangin-ani kay mostly nila kay walay kabilinggan sa kinabuhi o ni passed away na ang mga asawa o gimingawan lang. Nasad uban nga moabang pud og escort kay ganahan sila na addad-on nga batanon nga babae silang mga work functions as ilang plus one. Dili manggod tabo sa ilaha ang in-ani nga buluhaton na labi na mga executive sa kumpanya who wants to show everyone they still got it. Tungod kay 90 days lang ang gialaw sa kuha, dapat ko mo exit sa country by the end sa akong allowed days. Ubay-ubay na ko og natigom bisan 89 days lang ko nga naka-work. Mga tips sa akong mga customer kay wala jud nako gigasto og mga luho. Bisan ako mga kauban perti na pamalit og mga mahalon nga butang or laag sa laing lugar. Ganahan ko nga na ako'y makitang agi sa akong kahago og dako ko og mauli sa mga pampuno sa akong gipadala. Nauli ko sa amo og lipay kayo akong parents kay dugay-dugay pud mi nga wala nagkita. Gitagaan ko og good news sa akong mama nga nindot daw og reaction akong papa sa tambal. So positive ang doktor nga maayo jud siya. Need pa og 3 more months sa akong papa for the treatment to fully run its course. That means need pa ko mobalik sa akong escort nga trabaho para naay panggasto. Pero dili pa ko kabalik og Singapore kay madudahan niya ako silang immigration kay nganong gikan ako didto for 3 months nya mobalik na pud ko. Ang sulti ni Pamela nako kay pwede ko moadto sa Malaysia for another 3 months. Naman sila'y connection para ma-approve ko og long stay visa like the one in Singapore. Mao daw ni ang mga buhaton sa kasagaran nga mga Pinay nga working as escorts sa Asia aron dili sila dali masakpan. So nilarga jud ko og balik sa Malaysia and did the same job for 3 months. Pariha ra gihapon akong routine nga mo-take ra ko og bookings kung dili mangayo og sex ang customer. Though naa jud mga uban nga mohangyo pa jud, nya itip lang daw ko. Wala jud ko mosugot kay gawas nga di ko ganahan ibaligi akong lawas, bawal pud na sa mong kasabutan ni Ma'am Pamela. Dapat tanang bookings kay transparent kung unsa lang nga service ang i-avail. This is business after all. Dapat walay under the table nga kasabutan. Dali rang panahon og oras na pod nga mouli ko sa Pinas kay hapit na mo expire akong visa. Bisan dili same kadaghan ang akong natigom sa Malaysia kumpara atong nako Singapore, nalipay gihapon ko kay naa ako'y nauli sa amo ug makapadala ko regularly sa akong parents. Pag-test akong papa kay wala na ang cancer after sa iyang round of chemo. Sulipay kay mi sa akong mama kay naka-recover jud fully akong papa. Naka-decide ko nga magnegosyo lang akong parents instead nga manarbaho pa sila. Total naaman mi nindot nga pwesto. Magpatukod ko og mini grocery store. Pero before na nako mahatag nila, need ko mobalik na pod og one more time sa Singapore para makatigom ko og pang kapital. Sa kong gibuhat, ni work og call center for 6 months while nagpaabot nga at least maka 12 months ko nga wala ni tongtong og Singapore. Pagkahapit na nako ma-regular, ni-resign dayon ko og i-applyan ko ni Ma'am Pamela og student visa para kunuhay mo eskwela ko didto og short course. Kani nga larga na ako sa Singapore, mas kapoy jud siya kontra sa nauna kay kinahanglan jud ko nga mo eskwela og mo trabaho at the same time. Pareha atong graduating ko. Tag 4 hours lang ako ang tulog pirmi. Pero wala jud ko nagpadala sa kakapoy. Para ni sa kong pamilya og pang last na bitaw ni. After ani, plano na ako nga mobalik ko og pang-apply og trabaho nga related jud sa akong kurso. Tanang bookings nga ni-request na ako jud nga gidawat. Bahalag usahay double or triple pa in one day. Nihit magod ang mo-book nako kay di ko mo all the way bitaw. 1 month na lang mo uli na kog balik sa Pilipinas when everything changed akong life because one booking akong gikuha. One evening, gitawagan ko sa akong kauban rapod sa work. Pinaypod siya nga parihan nako nga nanimpalad. Maingon ako amiga nga Grace, sorry sa pagdistorbo. I know nga klase ni Moron. Gihilandan ko, unya di ko makatunga sa akong booking tonight. Pwede ikaw lang akong proxy? Ang booking kay Igo +1 lang ka sa party nga i-attend sa client. Taga Cebu si sir so magkasinabot ra mo. Tubag ko nga, okay raman. Need man sad ko og money. Sige, ako nalay proxy nimo. Mitabag akong friend nga Grace, formal party man na. So nag-provide si sir og sanina nga ako unta sulubon. Ari ako sa akong kwarto later after simong klase para masukod nimo. Mas daot raman kagamay nako, Igo ragoro ni nimo. So after sa akong klase, nagready nako para sa party. Anadaman ko og escort o mga businessman sa inani nga party. So more or less, kay balor ako sa akong buhaton. I just need to be a good arm candy, smile, be courteous, and look beautiful. The party was in an upscale hotel in the city. Giko ako sa driver sa nagbook nako. Anihapit mi sa iyahang accommodation. On our way sa hotel, nag-small talk me. Mayon siya, "Hello Grace, I'm glad that you can make it tonight. Were you briefed of what was expected of you tonight?" Mitubag ko nga, "Yes sir." Mayon siya, "Nga good. This is an easy job. So just relax and enjoy the party. By the way, please do call me Mr. Y." Pag-abot na mo sa hotel ni Mr. Y, daghan na og tao. Tungod sa akong experience, kay balor ako makighalubilo sa mga tao. Sa tinud-anay, kasagara ang mga edad-idara na nga ni-attend ato nga function kay mga batanon ang kuyog nga pareha pod nako nga escort. Though naay uban nga kuyog jud nila ilang asawa. Si Mr. Y kay bisan naa siyang early 40s kay nindot gihapon kayog barog. Even the younger executives can't compete sa iyang charisma and looks. The whole time nga namin sa party, makita jud nimo nga well-respected si Mr. Y sa iyang mga fellow executives. Nahuman ang party around 12 midnight on our commute to home. Mingon siya nga, "Grace, thank you for today. It was a pleasure having you tonight as my +1. You are smart and beautiful. I've heard from Pam ngano nga ni-risk ka ani nga trabaho. If it's okay with you, can I see you again?" Mitubag ko nga, "Thank you kayo Mr. Y. It was great knowing you as well. Lingaw kayo kakakuyog, and tonight's party is one of the best I've attended. But about your invitation, dili mi allowed sir nga makikita sa among clients without proper booking. I hope you understand." Mitubag si Mr. Y, nga "Okay lang Grace, I understand. I'll make a booking for Saturday afternoon." Mitubag ko nga, "Thank you sir. See you on Saturday." Giko na po siyang driver para ihatod sa mong meeting place. While nasa sakyanan, nakuyawan jud ko kay wala o kabalo unsa iyang ganahan isulti nako. Nag-late lunch me sa usa ka quiet nga restaurant sa outskirts sa city center. Mingon si Mr. Y nga, Grace, thanks for coming. Please sit down and order now food. Grace, the reason why I've asked you out is ganahan unta kog offeran ka ug tarong nga trabaho diri. I know nga nakagraduate ka ug imo rani nga gibuhat nga trabaho para sa imong pamilya. I admire people like you who are willing to sacrifice their own dreams for their loved ones. Tubag ko nga, sir, tinuod. Kung makasulod ko ulang trabaho, I would be very grateful sa opportunity. Naalalong ko 2 weeks akong stay diri and muli na kog Cebu. Ang plano nako is ang akong natigom kay akong ihatag sa akong parents pang kapital sa tindahan. And then I can work on achieving my dreams kay napahiluna na nako kong parents. Og miingon si Mr. Y nga believe kay ko nimo iha. Pinangga kay nimo imong parents. I know this is not a job you can be proud of. There's too much stigma placed on the escort business. That's why I want to give you a chance to make a better future para sa imong kaugalingon and loved ones. Are you willing to hear my offer? O kayo, sir, please tell me more about the job. Manay tubag na ako niya. Mingon siya, I need an executive secretary that I can trust. As you are well aware, I hold an important position for ABC Company and I can't do everything on my own. So I need someone who can organize things for me and be my right-hand woman. Mitubag ko nga, sir, sure ka nga qualified ko ana nga work? Nakahuman ko sa ato og degree but it has nothing to do with being a secretary. I'm just concerned that I might disappoint you along the way and it's something I don't want to happen with the opportunity nga imong gipresent sa kuha karon. Og mingon si Mr. Y, nga where's the confident girl I've spoken with last time? Pag-party, I've seen how well you've carried yourself and I'm impressed with the intelligence you've exuded while carrying out conversations with my colleagues. Look, Grace, I have so much faith in you even if I've only known you for literally one night. Think about it. Ug mitubag ko nga, sir, thank you kaayo sa opportunity nga imong gihatag nako. I don't need long to think about it. I'll take the job. Ug miingon siya nga, leave everything to me. I'll see you in the office on Monday. We will work on your requirements for the visa and settle your accommodation arrangement. Ako lang po ang istorya ni Pam parte sa imong paghawa niya ASAP. She will be well compensated so we're not really burning any bridges. Thank you kayo, sir. Dako kay ni nga tabang nako og sa kong family. I'll do my best. Mao ka na akong gingon. Dream job jud kayo ang gihatag ni Mr. Y nako nga work. It was not easy at first, as much as expected from me, pero slowly I've learned the ins and outs of his day. And not long after, I became an asset to him. Because of my new job, mas nakatabang ko sa akong parents. Mas regular na akong padala og mas naa ako'y job fulfillment. Bisan tod wala na ko kauli sa amo for more than a year, I didn't mind at all. Nag-aim jud ko nga makatigom pag-ayo kay plano nako i-surprise akong parents. Palitan ako sila yuta sa Leyte in case ganahan na lang sila mag-uma o balik sa probinsya. It is through this job that I was able to travel to countries I've only dreamed of ever going. Stay in hotel rooms I only get to look at in magazines. And fly first business class instead of flying economy. The job itself is very demanding nga tag 4 hours a day ra usahay akong tulog kay either mag-travel or mag-attend og meetings or prepare for a brief pero I would never trade it for anything else. Tungod kay gisaligan ako ni Mr. Y, I'm private his personal and business dealings. For this reason, nahibal-an ako nga si Mr. Y di ay kay single and never been married. And gay. Mode wala siya naminyo jud bisan pa sa iyang social standing. He's batting for the home team. Bisan iyang family wala kay balo. Only me and few of his very close friends know his predicament. Dili man siya ladlad nga type. In fact, very masculine jud siya nga bisan ako wala nag-expect. I've only accidentally found out while we were in Hong Kong for a business trip. Iya kong gisugo to go to his hotel room to get important documents and wala siya nag-expect nga his boyfriend is still in the room getting change para padulong na unta mulakaw. Dako jud kayo to nga gubot kay nagtuo man ko nga stranger ang nasa room, so nitawag ko hotel security. So walay choice si Mr. Y but to explain the situation. Na mga joint venture sa Pinas si Mr. Y with his elder sister. Tungod ana, I get in touch with his family all the time either by phone or email. I worked for Mr. Y for the last 2 years when I finally met his family. His sister, Mrs. A, and her son named Chris is coming over for a week-long holiday. I was the one nga nag-organize tanan from their flights to their accommodations and activities. Gisugat na ko sila sa airport. Mingon ko nga, "Good afternoon Mrs. A and Mr. A. It's nice to finally meet you. My name is Grace. I'm Mr. Y's assist." Og mikalit og sumpay si Mrs. A nga shut your mouth and take our bags. Wala may panahon makigistorya sa sa akong isuon. And don't say otherwise kay hibalo mi sa imong work before you became my brother's assistant. Og mingon si Mr. A nga how pathetic. Assistant pa daw when everyone knows she's an escort. Ing-ana iyang pamilya kag grabe makainsulto nako. Pero bisan pa inana sila, ako gyapon sila nga gitarong og tagad for Mr. Y's sake. Og mingon si Mr. Y sa ako nga Grace. Pasensya na jud kaayo for how my family is treating you. You need to have the patience of a saint to stand their verbal assault. I think ako ang sad-an ngano in-ana ilang pagtrato nimo. I let sleep one time nga I've already made my will og dili sa ila paingon ang akong hinaguan. Mitubag ko nga, they are your family sir. Maong naninguha jud ko nga dili makatubay sa ilang pag-insulto. Pero sir, pwede mag-ask nga nung sa imong will wala sila inheritance? Mitubag si Mr. Y nga, my sister is a chronic gambler and her son a womanizer. I don't want my parents' legacy that they built from scratch go up in smoke tungod sa bisyo sa kong isuon og siyang anak. A few months after, nibisita ang pamilya ni Sir Y. Nakadawat ko og Facebook invites ni Chris. Di unta na ko i-accept pero ni-message siya nako. Mingon siya nga, "Hi Grace, this is Chris. I know this is weird. After all the months have passed, but I just want to apologize on how my mom and I acted last time nga nakita ta. For insulting you and your family, and for judging who you are. Whether or not tinuod nga escort ka, we are in no position to pass judgment." Og mitubag ko niya, nga I've forgiven you a long time ago. And yes, it's true that I was an escort. That's how I met your uncle. I hope we can move past this issue and pwede na ta makatrabaho smoothly. Bisan ni-apologize na siya, wala na ko gi-accept ihang friend request. My personal FB is only reserved for people whom I consider friends and family. He is neither. But after atong among conversation, he is more civil sa dealings na mo o pagkita na mo balik. He is more friendly. One night, while paingon ko uli, na siya sa obos o gahawat na ako. He is wearing his brand of smile that probably had women swooning. I get why women line up to get his attention. He is an attractive person with towering confidence, good looks, intelligence, and wits. Umingon si Chris na ako, nga, "Hi Grace, so what are you doing tonight?" Tubag ko nga, "Hello, napaligi ka dere. If you're waiting for Mr. Y, nilakaw na siya ganinang 4 p.m. for an off-site meeting." Itubag si Chris nga, "Actually, ikaw kong gihuwat. Look, is it alright if I take you to dinner?" Diri nag-start among panagsuod. Bisan ako yung reservation at first. Later on, I've realized that Chris is actually a decent guy. He was genuinely sorry sa iyahang gibuhat nako the first time we met. Magbisitahan lang si Chris sa Singapore and we have maintained our closeness despite the distance. Bisan iyahang mama nga grabe jud gihapon og kalagot nako nga tawgon na lang kog usahay og burikat. Our friendship remains strong. Chris would confide to me about almost everything including his romantic life. Chickboy ni si Chris. Ug tungod nga gwapo og dato, halinon jud kayo sa mga babae. At first, I never really noticed Chris' appeal. He is a good friend and my boss nephew until one day, While nagkuyog mi, he confided. Mingon si Chris nga, Grace, I think I know the reason why I can't seem to settle for one person and why my heart is restless jumping from my relationship to another. Mitubag ko nga, I told you already, you just need to wait for the right one. Ayaw na pugsa imong kaugalingon just because these ladies are throwing themselves at you. Mitubag si Chris nga, I've found her, but I'm not sure if she's interested. I mean, my reputation precedes me. Tubag ko nga, I'm sure she will love you once she gets to know you. I'm not your biggest fan before, but you turned out to be quite an awesome person. So if muingon kog ikaw, imo kong sugton, mo na siya ingon ni Chris ako Mikatawa ko og miingon nga you know humor is not your strongest suit, right? Nagkatawa jud ko og pag-ayo. Mingon si Chris nga, Grace, come on, I'm not joking here. Moday no one else is good enough. I've realized it while I was looking at you smiling while reading the card with the roses given by the guy from the 17th floor. I was jealous. I want you to smile for me like that. Pagtarong oy amaw, mao na lang nay naingon ako. Nalipay kay si Mr. Y nga pagkahibalo niya nga nangyab si Chris nako. Halos na lang iyahan naming ipakasal bisan wala pa nako sugta iyahang pagumangkon. Si Chris had kani-transfer temporarily sa Singapore while training for the business and para pod makaspend siya og more time nako. After 5 months, ako siyang gisugot and since nagkuyab mi, gisugda na dayon ni Mr. Y og train si Chris to take over the business kay ganahan na siya mo retire. Nagsabot na sila daan nga I will assist him in running the businesses kay ako may kabalo sa mga existing contracts og sa office. Witnessing how Chris has changed since nagkauyab mi, ni change na iyahang mind. Og iyahan na nga gipa-inherit ni Chris tanan niya nga properties og businesses. 10 months pa lang gani mi gauyab, ni propose na si Chris nako. Iya ko ang gipasabot nga mas maayo og magminyo na mi para mapahiluna na ang tanan og sugod. Honestly, wala ko reklamo ni Chris. He is everything I wish for in a life partner. Pero para nako, paspas ra kayo. I wanted to know him more, be his girlfriend longer, and not be rushed into marrying someone. I still have dreams for myself and my family. I do understand pod why everything is being hurried. Si Mr. Y kay ganahan na nga ipa-inherit ni Chris tanan. So Chris is so adamant to hit the ground running sa business og si Mrs. A kay ganahan na mag-apo. Yes, iyahang mama kay gaayo na og tagad nako bisan wala siya ni apologize nako. I am all for it. Kay kinsa bagod ang di ganahan mag-ayo sa imong future mother-in-law. Exactly 1.5 year after mi nagkauyab ang date sa among kasal. Sobra ka busy jud kay ang mama ni Chris kay gusto jud og bongga nga kasal. Okay ra man ta kay nako nga close family and friends lang. Di daw pwede kay unsa na lang kunoy isulti sa aban about nila. So para walay gubot, amo ra siyang gipasagdan. Ang mong initial list of 50 people, nahimong 250 guests. Akong parents in tawon nga wala ikatampo sa kasal financially na ikog kayo. Kay si Chris og si Mr. Y man ang nagasto sa tanan. Hanay na ang tanan para sa kasal and we're just waiting for the last 3 weeks to come. Nanguli namin ni Chris sa Cebu for the last minute preparations ug para pod sa akong hens og iyahang box night. Sa amo ko nagstay gihapon bisag sige na sila og pamugos nga moipon ako ni Chris sa Banilad. Total, we are pretty much married. Nanglakaw mi ni Chris to meet the wedding coordinator para sa mga rehearsal dinner. And while nami dito, I've met Chris' cousin, si Steph. She's one of the suppliers sa coordinator. Nalibog ko nga nung murag kurat kay si Chris to know that his cousin is supplying the venue supplies of the wedding. I mean, surely, you would want to support your relative's business og sila imong unang duolon. But I've just brushed it off. Basin di kayo sila close, kay awkward man kaayo silang duha og tinagdanay. Or family drama, who knows. For someone who grew up in wealth, she is very approachable and easy to talk to. Steph is the typical girl next door look. Hamis, puti, taas, guwapa, And she has this really radiant smile. In short, morag commercial model og ilhan nga dato. Pagkita niya nako, niga ko siya to congratulate me. Gaan kaya akong paminaw niya. She seems like a really nice person. Even nicer than some of Chris' other cousins nga nanubra ang arte. Mingon ko nga, so, see you at the wedding? Itubag si Steph, na no, sorry, I would love to. But you know, commitments and all. I have this big wedding in Davao that I need to personally attend to. But we can hang out tomorrow if you're not busy. Na-disappointed ko gamay paghibalo, but I'm happy to have found a new friend. Steph is the girl everyone wants to be best friends with. She has this really quirky way of having fun. For the past 2 weeks, we were almost inseparable. We have had random road trips to Balamban, Carmen, and went as far as Badian. We had movie marathons and coffee dates. Nabadlungan ko sa kong parents kay lagi ang kaslo nun dool daw sa disgrasya so dapat dili sigyog laag. 3 days na lang, kasal na namo. While nako sa mong sala nag-review sa schedule ni Mr. Y para sa 1th month nga leave nako, gitawag ko sa kong mama kay naa daw nangita nako nga babae, igagaw daw ni Chris. Steph, excited kay ko. Giunsa nimo pagkatod sa amo oy? May gani wala ka na saag. Mauna akong ingon ni Steph. Ug mitubag si Steph nga gaguol. Hi Grace, how are you? Sorry for dropping by unannounced. Og kahilako na siya. Mayroon ko nga, okay ra oy. I mean, I'm not doing anything that important. Can I get you something? Okay ra ka? Umingon si Steph. Nga Grace, I'm Chris' girlfriend. I was introduced to you as his cousin. I'm so sorry, Grace, but I wanted to tell you. I didn't hear the rest of what Steph said. Mura ko og nabungol. She didn't stay long. She left right after shattering my world. She didn't look smug. In fact, Steph looked really hurt. Like she was about to cry. Nalibog ko how I would handle the news. I was in a state of disbelief, anger, pain, and shame. How could he had fooled me for the last 18 months? Giunsa niya pagtago si Steph nga halos permi mi magkuyog. And how can someone like Steph agree to being just number 2? I didn't take her for the type nga musugot lang nga kabit. And did she say, not, was? So sila pa ni Chris. Dagan kog pangutana nga si Chris ratanan makatubag so ako siyang giadto sa iyang house. In print, Chris is the perfect boyfriend. Murag walay gitago, ang phone kay walay passcode. Kung i-surprise nimo, he is where he said he is. Andi jud kadudahan og lihok. Ingon ko nga, hi, can we talk? Tubag si Chris nga, of course, cold feet. Ug ako siyang ipangutana, nga how could you look me in the eye and lie to me? Ug wala nakatingog si Chris. Naghuna-huna pa ka which among the lies ang akong nahibalan? I let you guess. Tubag si Chris nga, if this is about the dance, it's a surprise. Ug ako siyang giputol ug mingon ko, this is not about the wedding. For God's sake, Chris. Ngano na makakanako nga giagaw nimo si Steph? Nakita nako nga perting pagpangluspad ni Chris. Pagkataod-taod, naulihan siya. Og iyahang gi-explain ngano need siya nga mamakak. Niya na siya nga Steph was his ex-girlfriend from 2 years ago. And the only reason why iyang gipilaila si Steph nako as cousin is so I won't feel insecure nga involved si Steph as supplier sa among wedding. He just didn't expect that Steph would ride with a lie. An attempt to get close to me. Kasabot biya ako sa iyahang point, but he didn't have to lie to me that way. Ug ako siyang gipangutana, are you still with her? Tubag siya nga, Steph? God no, I've told you, we broke up 2 years ago. It's just you, Grace. Always. Between Steph and Chris, I trust Chris. He is the love of my life, and I've only known Steph for just over 2 weeks. I choose to put this behind us. It's just one lie after all. The rest of the days flow by and before we knew it, it's our wedding day. The garden wedding is scheduled at 1 p.m. So we had an early start to get us ready for the pictorial. I was taken by a separate car. Gustong ako nga muuban sa akong parents sa car nga akong gisakyan. Pero ni ana ang organizer nga dili daw pwede. Uban ra daw sila sa bridesmaids. Pag-abot na ako sa venue, nahibulong ko kay walay ni sugat na ako. Unya, mingaw kayo. Sip siguro ni nga entrance sa mong natuan. Padulong na unta kog balik sa sakyanan para akong patuyokon ang driver sa pika side. Nain taxi nga ni hunong og ni gawas sa akong parents. Nangutana ko nga, "Ma, pa, anong gitaxi ra mo?" Miyon ako mama, nga Grace. Pero wala siya katiwas siyang gisulti kay si Mr. Y ni Naog sa usa ka sakyanan pod nga nag-urong sa among atubangan. Mingon si Mr. Y nga, "Grace, get in." "Ma'am, sir, please sakay sa sakyanan." Ug nangutana ko nga, "Sir, nasaya pa sa venue?" Mitubag si Mr. Y nga, "No, this is the venue. But no one is coming, Grace. Chris is not coming." I can't recall unsa jud ang nahitabo after, but ang namat nga nako kay nakabalik na mi sa hotel. Kung nailabaw sa tulala, that was exactly how I felt. Kami lang ni Mr. Y o akong parents ang nasa room. I didn't know how to process what was said to me. Kumingon si Mr. Y nga, "Grace, do you understand what's happening?" Mintubag ko nga, "I'm not sure, sir. I can't." Mr. Y has asked around and found out that Mrs. A has forced Chris into being in a relationship with me so he can gain his uncle's trust. She later pushed him to marry me and annul the wedding later once the dust has settled and the company and Mr. Y's assets are under Chris' name. She did all of this knowing full well nga Chris loved Steph deeply. So ang nahitabo, yahang gipabuwag si Steph og Chris and promised that after a while, Chris and Steph can be together and Mr. Y be in the dump. Win-win situation jud siya for Chris, so I can't blame him for agreeing. But something must have changed in their master plan. Kay wala pa bayaan na finalize ang pag-take over ni Chris. Although Mr. Y already signed all the necessary paperwork, Chris is still yet to be proclaimed. So if plano nila ang inheritance, why is Chris not going through the motions and stayed married to me long enough to at least have everything they've earned and work hard for within their grasps? Mo ni wa nako masabtan ngano nahitabo, but nagpasalamat sad ko nga kung mao man jud yan ilang tuyo nga at least wala mi nakasal ni Chris. Mas sakit siya kung buot huna-hunaon. Elaborate kaayo ang pagkaplano ni Mrs. A. There really was no wedding planned. Ang gitagaan og invite kay ang mga kaila ra nako para makahibalo ako mga paryente o mga kaila nga wala tong haa sa kasal. The wedding and reception venue and suppliers were not even booked. Gipasakay ra mi niya tanan. And Steph and Chris were in on the joke. Gisabot ra ni Mrs. A ang iyang kaila nga coordinator nga maghimo-himo og mga paperwork para kunuhay confirmation sa mga reservations when in fact, sa iya tanan paingon ang kwarta. And it was a lot of money. Mo di ang rason nga ni-insist jud siya nga dili ako ang mangunay og plano. Nga na daw siya famous wedding coordinator nga kaila to do the legwork for us. I can't believe someone would give this kind of effort just to hurt a person. And she has succeeded. I was not only hurt, I thought I was shattered to irreparable pieces. Umiyon akong mama, "Mr. Y, dako kayo mong pasalamat nimo sa paghatag kay Grace og oportunidad nga makatrabaho og mosenso. Kay balumi nga dili ninimo sala. Pero dili lang jud namo mapugngan nga mahiubos sa imong pamilya sa pagpakauaw namo. Pobre tuod mi sir pero disente in taon mi nga pamilya." Mitubag si Mr. Y nga, "Ma'am, sir, I'm really sorry this happened. If kahibalo pa lang ko, I wouldn't let Grace go through this humiliation and pain. Ayaw mo kabalaka. The people who did this, they are going to pay dearly." Mayon akong papa, "Mr. Y, dili na na kinahanglan. Kung ilang kalipay ang pagdaog-daog namo, amo orang isambit sa Ginoo ang unsay angay nila. Ang di lang namo madawat kay si Grace nga sakto og tinguha ilang gipasakitan. Amo usa ni siya uli sa moa sa probinsya. Ug maingon ko nga, ayaw ra pa. Okay ra ko. Ayaw ra ko ninyo hunahunaa. Mr. Y, tagaay lang ko usa ka week sa akong leave. Mubalik ra ko og trabaho after. Ako lang ipahiluna silang mama og papa og tarong. Ug mingon si Mr. Y nga, Grace, I think you really need a break. How about magbakasyon tatanan? Ang ako untang gift ninyo ni Chris is a resort package in Boracay. Kita na lang mangadto to get away from the city lang. And please, before you say you don't need it, consider it carefully. Nakununa ko nga sakto raman siguro nga mohawa lang usa mi sa syudad kay gubot pa. So nisugot ko sa iyang offer. Didto mi og Boracay for 2 weeks. Wala mi diadto, kalit nga gitawag ko ni Mr. Y sa iyang ruma. Kay na daw siya gusto nga istorya nako. Mingon si Mr. Y nga, Grace, I know nga gubot pa jud kaayo, pero I have a preposition that I want you to seriously consider. You don't need to give me an answer now, but the sooner you make a decision, the better. This is what I have in mind. I want us to get married. I know this sounds crazy after everything that happened, but what is there to lose between natong duha? If you agree, within the next few weeks, we can get married in Singapore. You'll be my wife, and I'll have you as beneficiary sa akong properties. I know nga dili nimo pasagdan ang akong company and all its businesses. Mas at ease ko knowing you'll handle it if ever na ay mahitabo nako. I can't let my greedy sister take over. Don't worry, if ever makita ka og lalaki nga ganahan jud nimo minyuan, we can always file for a divorce. You know, court proceedings are quicker when you have the money. You'll be free of our impediment in no time. Pag miingon ko nga, Mr. Y, asa ni gikan tanan? Usa pa, okay ra si Sir M? Imuhang uyab? Tubag si Mr. Y nga, ayaw ra kabalakan ni M. He understands. Kabalo man sad siya nga in reality, di jud mi pwede nga magminyo. Unlike me, he trusts that you will protect both of our interests. Tungod sa siguro nga hurt kaayo ko sa panghitabo, maong strong kaayo ko sa akong resolve. So nisugot ko sa proposal ni Mr. Y. Bisan dili oyon akong parents sa akong plano and the logic behind it. Nisalig ra sila sa akong desisyon. Pagbalik na mo ni Mr. Y sa Singapore, nagpakasal dahil mi dito. It was an intimate wedding of only 40 people. Ganaon ta ko nga kami-kami lang ni Mr. Y, but then again, Mr. Y is still an executive and sometimes you have to forgo privacy for business. Para legit jud kaayo siya tan-awon and to avoid being accused of a reg marriage. Mr. Y and I need to play the part of lovers. And now, a married couple. We still went for our honeymoon in South Africa, but kuyog namo si Mr. M nga boyfriend jud ni Mr. Y. We did all the shenanigans that a newly married couple would do. In print, it looked like a love affair between the boss and his secretary that had a happy ending. Daghan kay messages ang mga close friends and relatives nga invited unta sa akong wedding with Chris. Ako na lang gi-explain nga wala nito nga si Chris and wala na ko nihatag og details. Kabalo sad ko nga nalibog sila ngano just after a few weeks, ang akong boss nga si Mr. Y ang akong giminyoan. They can form their own opinion on what happened, but I'm not going to be the one to spill the details. Only a very few trusted people rajod ang nakibalo sa arrangement namo ni Mr. Y. I am now officially Mrs. Y, and even though nothing has changed except for my name and marital status, I feel more grounded and focused than ever. I am still my husband's secretary and my insistence. Di ko ganahan og trophy wife lang ko. I've agreed to this marriage to make sure nga si Mrs. A and Chris won't ever get their hands on Mr. Y's hard-earned success. I'm even surprised nga wala pa ko nila gisulong sa Singapore para pakauwawan. After Chris turnover on the business has gone awry, gitangtang siya ni Mr. Y sa board and is no longer qualified to run the business. Mr. Y has also changed his will and had all his assets placed under my name. The fact alone would leave a bitter taste on Mrs. A's mouth kay maobi adjud na iyahang giapas pag-ayo, ang kwarta. Apparently, they have never heard anything from Chris and Steph. Nagpalayo dyan silang duha out of Mrs. A's grasps. For 7 months, everything is going well until nakadawat ko og tawag from my parents kay gisigihan daw sila og harass ni Mrs. A. Pasanginlan sila nga nangurakot kay Mr. Y. Mag-iskandalo sa mong gawas. Ug manabi sa mong mga kaila nga gibiyaan ko siyang anak kay nibal-an daw ang akong kanawong og kwarta. Honestly, dili ra jud unta ko affected anang ana nga may istorya. But she is making my parents' life a living hell. So naka-decide ko nga pabalhin akong parents sa probinsya namo. I moved them quietly para wala na isamo. Tiguang na pud akong parents so they don't mind living in the countryside. In our own privacy, Mr. Y and I have this very unique relationship of father, daughter, and best friends. We go out and have fun together. We watch movies, travel, and try different restaurants. Mr. Y is a very good companion. Among mga kaila didn't have a hard time believing that we are a couple because we act like one. But our love for each other has always been platonic. Sa trabaho, we have always been professional. In the office, he's my boss and I am his secretary. That is how we manage to separate our work and personal life. Just over a year after sa akong kasal, nibisita lang og kalit si Steph and Chris namo sa mong house ni Mr. Y. Sakit pa jud kaayo para nako ang nahitabo, but I have to be a good host. Mingon ko, say ato Chris and Steph, look, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not glad to see you both. So if you can cut to the chase, I'd appreciate it more. Tubag si Steph nga, Grace, I know I have absolutely no right to say this, but I really want to apologize sa mong nabuhat nimo. I just want to be with Chris, and it was the only way. Pero you have to know that our short-lived friendship, it was real for me. I really did enjoy spending time with you, even how brief it was. Og maingon ko nga, Steph, if imo jud ko nga gitreat as a friend, wala unta ko nimo pasakit. Aside from Chris' betrayal, I also have to carry the pain of your deceit. I trusted you both. Is that all you have to say? Or naamoy laing tuyo ni Adam o ni Mr. Y? Og maingon si Chris nga, Grace, actually naami diri not just to ask for your forgiveness. Makigistorya mi ni Uncle to ask for his financial help. Og miingon ko nga, naramanday na, you should have led with that. I will let Adam know. He's just in an important business call. By the way, shouldn't you be calling me auntie? After all, I'm now your uncle's wife. Same goes for you, Steph. With that, I left the room to fetch Adam. Wala na ko napil silang istorya. I haven't forgiven them yet. And seeing them made the dormant pain rise on the surface. Di ko ganahan nga vindictive ko nila. They have the reasons why they did what they had to do. I just needed more time to accept things as they are. And to forgive myself for being conned. Nanglakaw ra dayon sila after nila nag-istorya si Mr. Y. Mingon si Mr. Y nako, hello Grace. I know wala pa kaka-forgive nila. Heck, I even have to control myself kanina to hurt Chris. But I'm still his uncle. Naluoy ko silahang predicament ron ni Steph. They are trying to start their own business and really need my assistance. I wanted to give Chris a chance on starting his own and breaking away from his mother's influence. Umingon ko nga, Adam, mo na first name basis na mo sa balay kay mag-asawa na biya. Please don't worry about me. If ganahan ka mo tabang nila, do it. It's your money. You don't need to spare my feelings. Nisulti si Chris kay Mr. Y nga plano jud ay sa iyang mama unta nga dayonon ang kasal. Pero while Chris was with me, nakonsensya siya. Og naluoy siya kung maunsa ko kung dayonon jud ang kasal. O nahangyo siya siyang mama nga makigbuwag na siya nako. Pero tungod si Mrs. A, githreaten si Chris nga magpakamatay kung dili mo tuman niyang anak niya. Ni-compromise si Chris nga di na lang ko tungahon sa kasal. in his twisted sense of justice. It was less painful for me than being married to him, only to find out later on that I have been used. Murag nahulog na lang nga ganahan na lang minila pa kawawawan ni Mr. Y sa among mga kaila. The night before our supposed wedding, Chris whisked away Steph and stayed in Manila. Chris just didn't want anything to do with me, his mom, and the inheritance. He just want to be with Steph and start fresh bisan lisod. Ug tuod man bisan pa sa mga panghitabo, gitabangan din sila ni Mr. Y silang business. Adam became an investor with an ample amount of shares sa company ni Chris. As Mr. Y's assistant, makita din nila a couple of times a year to discuss business. Sa mga lunch meetings na ako nahibalaan nga si Chris, nagpalayo andyan siyang mama. Amo nang gibay out ang ilang shares sa family business kay napuno na og utang si Mrs. A. Si Chris nagsuporta gihapon niya financially pero igo na lang sa iyang basic needs. There's really no sympathy there. She made her own bed. Now she can lie on it. Karma goes around to the eye. I didn't even need to exact my revenge. Mga 4 years na mga minyo ni Mr. Y, single paghapon ko. I was not looking for any sort of relationship as I was quite content with my situation. And sa tinud-anay, lisod sa jud ko makita og prospect because our small circle in Cebu and Singapore know that I'm married to Mr. Y. I have to go far or met someone new to actually have a chance. Agbayra sige og sulti na ako si Mr. Y nga mag-start na mi og divorce proceedings, total in paper, asawa na majud ko niya. And wala man mi prenuptial agreement, so I'm still entitled sa 50% share of his assets. And he can still put me as beneficiary. At that point, I'm not fast. I can stay married to him even if he says nga walay maako siyang assets. I make a considerable amount of money having worked for him for years. Akong parents kay nahiluna na sa Leyte, so I'm not wanting jud. Just when I thought I'm fine where I'm at, another twist happened to my life. While nag-business trip mi sa Dubai, ni-collapse lang og kalit si Mr. Y kay na heat stroke. Grabe jud kainit ato nga day. Plus stress with me for a few days because of a business deal close to collapsing. We are outside hotel ato nga time and it just so happens nga nag-lunch break ang mga participants sa isa sa mga conference being held in the hotel. That conference is for doctors, particularly neurosurgeons. Sa pagkulap ni Mr. Y, we were attended to by almost 20 doctors all from the same conference while waiting for the ambulance to arrive. Naratol in taon ko ito nga time. I've never been in that kinds of situation and we were in a foreign country so aside from my panic, ni blank jud akong utok. Luckily, one of the doctors to help us. Siya ang nitawag sa ambulance and rode with us sa hospital. He introduced himself as Dr. Von Kohl. He is one of the facilitators of the conference in the hotel. Grabe jud akong relief that he was there. Siya nagtabang namo og admit, and siya pod ang nag-order sa required test nga i-undergo ni Mr. Y. Mingon si doktor nga, Grace, don't worry, your husband will be fine. Just to be certain, the doctors here will conduct a full panel of tests. For now, he just needs to rest and to worry less. Umitubag ko nga, thank you doc. I don't know what I would have done if you didn't come to my aid. My husband and I are indebted to your kindness. Please accept our gratitude and this. Mihatag ko og sobre with money. Mi smile si Doc ug mingon, you look like you needed help. By the way, don't worry about my services. It's a pro bono. Nagstay mi sa ospital og one night lang and i-forward daw sa specialist ang results. So Mr. Y and I went back to our hotel so he could rest and relax. We were supposed to stay sa Dubai for 2 weeks pero ni-decide ko that if we wrap up the business dealing within the next few days, we will reschedule our flight and go back to Singapore as soon as possible so we can have a few days rest before diving right into back-to-back conferences and board meetings. The night before mi nanlargag balik sa Singapore, niadto ko sa hotel reception to review the charges on our bill and settle the payables kay early among flight the next day. Og nagsugat mi ni Dr. VK, as he was on his way back from late dinner with his colleagues. Mingon si Doc nga, Grace, how's everything? Is your husband feeling better now? Tubag ko nga, Doc, good evening. Yes, he is now feeling fine. The results came 3 days ago and they were all normal. The doctor said it was just from the heat and accumulated stress. Thank you again for helping us. Tubag si Doc nga, don't mention it. Your husband was quite smart. He'd chosen the right moment to faith in front of 30 plus specialists. Ug may katawa siya. Lingaw kay si Doktor kay istorya. He is intelligent with a really great sense of humor. Ako siya gihagad og coffee sa lobby sa hotel para lang pod makapasalamat ko og tarong niya. Wala may kabantay nga si Mr. YDI kay ninaog. Nakit-an mi niya nga nagistorya. Mayon si Mr. Y nga, Dr. VK, I haven't personally thank you yet. Og may sumpay kalit si Doc. Stop right there. Don't worry about it. Your wife thanked me enough times. Her thank yous could last me a lifetime. Og may katawa siya. Nagsige pa mi og istorya tulo for another hour but ni-excuse ko kadali kay ni-ring akong phone and it was an important business call. So nabiyaan ako sa landuhan ni Mr. Y. Pagbalik na ko, ang duha ka lalaki kay in a deep, serious conversation. So nakunan ako nga basin business ni ilang gistoryahan. Paglingkod na akong tapad ni Mr. Y, nagtinan-away lang silang duha nga murag nahimuot. We got back in Singapore and for pila ka weeks, grabe jud ka hectic akong schedule. One time, while we are having a dinner, Mr. Y placed an envelope on the table. I opened it and I found the contents to be our divorce papers. Ngayon si Mr. Y nga, Grace, I think it's time. You're almost in your 30s and should really consider finding a partner. Kanang being in a proper love marriage. Mingon ko nga, Adam, are you breaking up with me? Pina-joke to siya nga istorya. Ngayon si Mr. Y nga, nagsige na po og joke ay, Grace, I'm serious. Staying married to me mars your chance of finding a decent guy. Di jud ka makauyab kung minyo pata. Kung mitubag ko nga, I don't mind being single and just be married to you. You see the irony? I'm single but married at the same time. Magmiingon si Mr. Y nga, sign na nga paper, Grace. All it needs is your signature. You can think about it as long as you like. Pero Grace, as your friend and husband, I do want you to be truly happy. Ug akong gihikap ang kamot ni Mr. Y ug miingon nga, Adam, I know and I love my life with you. But yes, I'll think about it. A few days after that conversation, naami unexpected nga guest. Si Dr. VK, nga gadala og flowers and wine. Nahibulong ko nga giunsa niya pagtuod sa among house ni Mr. Y. But maybe, Mr. Y keep in touch with him. Ug miingon ko nga, Dr. VK, what a surprise. Please come in and make yourself comfortable. I'll call Adam to let him know you're here. Ug mitubag si Dr. VK nga, actually Grace, you don't. Ug mingkalit ug abot si Mr. Y. Ug mitawag nga, Johan. Wow, first name basis. Char-char naman kani sila. Unsaon na lang si Mr. M. Mo na siya ang nasa unahuna. Ug misumpay si Mr. Y nga, how was the flight? It feel like I haven't seen you in years, not weeks. Mitubag si Doc nga, Adam, it's nice seeing you again, my friend. The flight is horrible as always, but thanks for asking. Nakahuna-huna na ko. Nga hala, kanusaan ni sila nagkasuod? They talk like they've been friends for a very long time. Maybe Mr. Y and Dr. VK clicked while in Dubai. Og mikalit og ingon si Mr. Y nga, Grace, Johan came here to see you. Ug ako nakuratan. Ug miingon nga, ha? To see me? Ug miingon si Dr. VK nga, I want to get to know you, Grace. Ug nakapangutan ako nga, can someone explain to me what's happening here? Nag-istorya usa mi privately ni Mr. Y away from Dr. VK. Og explainan ko ni Mr. Y nga iya ha di ay gitug-anan si Dr. VK while lami sa Dubai nga secretary and friend rajud ko niya. I'm only his wife on paper and that it was a mutual agreement on our part to get married and enter into this kind of relationship. Ang nangutana ko Mr. Y nga, Is this the reason why you wanted to divorce? Tubag siya nga, yes, because I want you to have a genuine chance of finding someone. Johan is a really decent guy. He is smart, successful, and genuinely good person. After atong first visit na Dr. VK, nasundan pa jud to og daghan. Katawanan kay si Mr. Y kay murag siya pay kiligon. He is playing the matchmaker. He is right though. Dr. VK is a guy straight out of fairy tale books. Attractive is an understatement. He has this pair of the greenest of green eyes. He mostly towers from everyone at 6'3" and is very well built. I've gotten to know him more sa among mga dates. And aside sa iyang looks, butan jud kayo si Dr. VK. He is kind, generous, and a highly intellectual person. He is the full package. Older siya nako by 7 years, but that doesn't bother me. Pag mingon ko niya, nga Johan, I know you get asked this question a lot. Why are you, pamikali siya sumpay, nga still single? Ug nikatawa ko, ug miingon, a fortune teller. Kidding aside, yes, why are you still single? Mitubag si Johan nga, I wanted to achieve a lot of things first before settling down. I've dated here and there, but nothing serious. It all changed when I saw you in Dubai. I've never met anyone like you. You are beautiful and warm. And I had to stop myself from pursuing you because I thought you were married to Adam. Thank God for that chance encounter in the hotel lobby. I found out a few years ago, si Johan Di has been previously engaged and almost married. His fiancée slept with his best man, who was his fellow doctor, on their wedding day. She was drunk and high as a kite, so he broke it off right there and then, and asked that the papers not be submitted to the registry. He was married and then single, all in one day. After that, he sort of just went through the dating scene, not really taking it seriously while he busied himself, climbing his way to the top of his field. His efforts bore good fruit for him. He is now a very well-respected neurosurgeon and researcher. To be honest, even without his professional success, Johan, as a man himself, is already quite a catch. Good-natured kayo siya and very fun to be with. Not long after, I decided nga sugton si Johan. 2 years passed in a blink of an eye. I got divorced to Mr. Y and married to Dr. VK. Sa Mrs. VK na pud ko. We stayed in Singapore for another 2 years kay si Johan gikuha pud siya as a research director by a prestigious research facility in Singapore. At the same time, gawork gihapon ko as Mr. Y's assistant. People talk behind our backs kay ngano daw as his ex-wife sa iya gihapon ko nagwork. And that I get married someone younger than Mr. Y just a few months after we divorced. I've been called a lot of names, gold digger, slut, and etc. I can't blame these people. The game of deceit is a double-edged sword. We fooled them that we were married. Now we need to pay the price of their judgment. It didn't really matter anyway, as I walk my truth. I've learned to be unfazed by others' opinions. Gibisita ko nilang mama o papa a year before ni migrate ni Johan to Sweden. Gibisita ko nilang mama o papa a year before ni migrate me ni Johan to Sweden. Ato nga time, pregnant na ko sa mga first child ni Johan. After what we've all been through, I can say nga, I finally found complete happiness. I have my own little family with Johan, my other parents, friends, Mr. Y, and Mr. M, are still together and very healthy. Ang akong parents haruhay na og kinabuhi sa Leyte. I gave birth to the cutest baby girl. Liwat kay siya siyang papa. Green eyes with copper hair. She is the sweetest girl ever. We have kept in touch with Mr. Y and Mr. M. Discreet gihapon ilang relationship, bisan pa ako na silang gi-remind nga the world is more accepting now than it was 10 years ago. Mr. Y said their arrangement still works for them, so there's no need to drastically change anything. Besides, Naghuna-huna sad siya sa repercussions unya to me, Chris, and his business circle if words gets out. This decision, I would have to respect kay I won't be the only one to live with the consequence kung mo backfire. I still travel to Singapore 2 to 4 times a year. Gihimo mangugo ni Mr. Y og honorary member sa board, so I need to attend board meetings from time to time. Chris is also now part of the board. He worked hard to earn this spot and his uncle trust again. Him and Steph have 3 kids together. All very cute and they call me Tita Grapes. Yes, dili Grace, but Grapes. Steph and I have rekindled our friendship. Everything that happened is now water under the bridge. Bisan layo me, we always keep in touch. As for Mrs. A, nakita me one time when she came to visit Mr. Y, and she has already asked forgiveness for everything that she's put everyone through. I can feel that she is genuinely sorry, so I've forgiven her. She's still in Cebu while Chris and Steph are based in Singapore. Looking back, I'm still in awe that I get to jump through all the hurdles in life as thrown at me. Gikan sa disgrasya ni Papa, sa pag-working student, escort, being left at the altar, being in an arranged marriage, and then finding love. If there's one event in my life that probably made the most impact, it was meeting Mr. Y or Adam. He took a chance on me and widened my horizon. His mini heartstroke incident even turned into a chance meeting with the love of my life. If he's not a guardian angel sent by God, then I don't know what is. Wala jud ko nagmahay sa mga hinahitabo na ako, especially marrying Adam. Others may have judged my actions as breaking the sanctity of marriage for the sake of the material things Adam and I both want to protect against his family. But for me, that marriage has taught me a great deal. And what Adam and I had was also love. A different kind of love, yes. Nonetheless, love is still there. There are worse marriages out there. Ours was built on friendship, trust, and mutual respect for each other. As for Steph and Chris, nakapasaylo ko nila because what's the point of bearing grudges? Mura ra nagdunot that will rot your soul. So I've decided to give myself time to properly grieve and get over what happened. And then forgive them. Easy ba? Dili jud. Why sayon sa pagpasaylo? Pero if things happened differently, then I wouldn't have been kung asaw karon. Would I have been happier? No one knows. The present is more important than what ifs. Besides, every time nga magtanaw ko ni Steph and Chris together, I've realized I've never seen Chris happier. He really did not love me. He was at most just tolerant of me. The way he looks at Steph made me realize what I haven't lost. Chris was never mine to begin with. They say people's lives are like strings. When we meet others, our string intertwines with theirs. Some strings come loose, and others get entangled more and more as life takes us through countless hopes. To Adam, my sugar daddy, for all intents and purposes, thank you. I'm glad my string got entangled with yours. Our fate is to love each other in ways judged by many and understood by only a few. You are my best friend, lover, and savior all rolled into one. You will always have a special place in my heart. Para sa mga readers going through difficult times, hang on. I can't stress this enough. Dasig lang jud ta. Better days are coming. And while waiting, position yourself to be ready. Don't give up and paninguha jud taman sa makaya. Nothing worth having comes easy. May it be love, success, or wealth. You need to work for it to fully appreciate it. And when you finally achieve for the things you want the most, you will look back and cherish the experience more. I hope naway nakatunan sa akong kaagi. This happened more than a decade ago. So medyo gore na jud ko karon. And to some people asking why a 30-something lady bothered to share her story, Time and lesson. I've got too much time in my hands and a very important life lesson to share. I want to encourage and give you hope that though life is difficult, it has its beautiful moments. With a childlike abandon, grab it with both hands and enjoy the ride. Mangga Kramar. All my love, Grace.